Hey everyone, I just wanted to jump on here and do a real quick and dirty video about transitioning to maintenance with Optavia and then how to figure out what you're going to do once you're in maintenance. Obviously, I want you to connect with your health coach and go through this process. And off the bat, I think it's super important that you read chapters 10 through 12 in the book if you haven't read those yet when it's time to transition, because those are going to be great guidelines for you. I'm going to share my screen and really show you how to pull up the information you need. So first of all, you're going to go to Client Answers, which is answers.optavia.com. And that's where you're going to find the transition plan. The transition plan is also in your 30-day guide. It should be. If you have an older 30-day guide, it might not be in there. But scroll down to Optimal Health 3 and 3 Plan. That's our maintenance version. And then at the bottom of this, scroll down. Where can I find information about the transition phase? So click on that. And here is the chart for your transition plan. I'm going to explain some of this and show you. It looks like a bunch of numbers, but it's really simple, okay? So once you are at your target weight that you want to be at, then you're going to start transition. And you can see this is a 6-week process. So week 1, you're going to do 5 and 1 just like you've always been doing. But every meal or every day, you're going to add 1 cup of your favorite vegetables. So you get some of those starchy vegetables you have been able to have, or maybe a little bit higher carb vegetables that we didn't eat on 5 and 1. So with your lean and green meal at night, or just at some point during the day, eat an extra cup of your favorite vegetables. So corn, for instance, if you've been wanting to have some corn, you can have 1 cup of corn that day. So 5 fuel-ins, 1 lean and green meal, plus a cup of your favorite vegetables. You're going to do that every day for the first week. Second week, you're going to drop down to 4 fuel-ins a day, do 1 lean and green meal, still your favorite cup of vegetables, and 2 medium-sized pieces of fruit or 1 cup of cubed fruit or berries. So you're going to add 1 cup of vegetables and 2 medium-sized pieces of fruit or 1 cup of cubed fruit or berries to your day. So you get 1 of each of those, right? So that's week 2, and you can see your calories are going up to the 1150 range. So drop a fuel-in, eat your lean and green meal, plus these 2 things. Week 3, still at 4 fuel-ins, still 1 lean and green meal. But in addition to that, you're going to add a cup of your favorite vegetables and the fruit or berries, and you're going to add in dairy. So 1 cup of low-fat or fat-free dairy. Next, week 4 through 6, you're going to do same thing. But instead of having 4 fuel-ins, you're going to have 3, plus your lean and green meal, plus 1 cup of your vegetables, the fruit, the dairy, and now you're going to add extra protein in the form of lean meat and 1 serving of whole grain. So there's some guidelines down here. When you go down, example is 1 slice of whole grain bread, half a whole grain English muffin. This is talking about your 1 serving of grain. When you're adding in the lean meat, it's not going to be fried, but you can have grilled, baked, poached, or broiled. And then the fruit, the star here for that, fresh or if canned, unsweetened and packed in juice, not syrup. So you don't want to add those extra calories in from having like syrup in your fruits. Obviously, I advocate for fresh, but fresh isn't always the easiest. So that is the transition plan. You have 6 weeks of transition, and then you are going to go to our 3 and 3. And the way you go there is to calculate your TEE. So I'm going to show you how to do that as well. Thing to know is we do have a healthy exchange list. So let me pull that up so I can show you. So this is where it's good to connect with your coach because they can get this for you if you can't find it. But something you want to have. This shows you examples of the fruits and the grains and the dairy. So here's your healthy exchange list. There's your fruits, here's your dairies, gives you lots of suggestions, protein. And this is going to be, there's your starches, and it's going to be really important as you go into your maintenance plan, because it also talks about your free choice items. So before we talk about the free choice items, let's show you how to calculate your TEE. So to do that, you're just going to go to the website where you order your fuelings, and you see right here, products and programs. You're going to click on Optimal Health 3 in 3 plan. Once you've clicked on that, you scroll down to the bottom, and here is your total energy expenditure TEE calculator. Put your weight, your height, and your age, and then click next. So I'll do a sample. So say I'm 135, 5 foot, 3, and 31-year-old female. And I haven't started exercising yet, so I'm sedentary. My TEE is 1558. Now, what are you going to do with 1558? So go to your 3 in 3 guide. And you can see here's a sample meal plan. So 1600 calories, which is, 42 calories more, but basically this is giving you a guideline for what to follow. So you can see your meal plan here. And we have meal plans, you see available at answersoptv.com, the website I showed you earlier, that range from 1200 to 2500. So you just find the meal plan that fits into what your TEE is, and that's what's going to give you an example of how to eat. Now you see this has the plan with the fuelings. So obviously you don't have to eat fuelings. That's something we preach from the beginning. So this is where the healthy exchange items come back in, because instead of this fueling, you could have one of the healthy exchange items. So going back to that, you're looking at these things. So starches. So say instead of a fueling, you are going to eat fruit. So canned fruit, no sugar added, you'd have half a cup. So that's what you're going to have instead of the fueling. And you can read more about it up here. But basically, you get that free choice, and I wanted to talk to you about it. So once you go down to the bottom here, it gives you examples of free choice items, because on maintenance, you get 100 calories a day of free choice. So wine drinkers, here you go. Alcohol, there's your options: beer, light beer. It also gives you examples of desserts. So for chocolate Hershey Kisses, we like to say, like, nothing's off limits. It's just learning how to eat an appropriate amount of that item. So this gives you great examples of what you can have for your free items. And then obviously going back up here to the top to try to figure out what are some good options to when you're adding in for your transition. And then just in general, like a good guideline of healthier starches and healthier proteins, things to eat when you are moving into maintenance. So just wanted to show you guys all that in a video form, because now you can go back and rewatch the video if you have questions. But also to reiterate, when you're ready for a transition to maintenance, please, contact your health coach, let them know you're ready. Read chapters 10 through 12 in the Habits of Health book to prepare yourself, and then transition, because transitioning properly is so important. So as you're moving from 5 and 1 to maintenance, you're not gaining back weight from adding in those carbs and starches and fruits and dairy and grains. We want to add them back in properly. So hope this was helpful, and so excited for y'all on your journey. So please reach out if you have any questions to your health coach. And if that's me, obviously shoot me a message and I'm happy to talk with you. Talk to y'all later. Bye.